van Gogh, Edgar Degas, Claude Monet, George Orwell, Pablo Picasso, Abraham Lincoln, Lerner and Loewe, Alexander Calder, Eleanor Roosevelt, Fats Waller, William Shakespeare, Antonin Dvorak, George Caleb Bingham. These are just a few of the creators the 85 students at the George Caleb Bingham Academy of the Arts had the opportunity to experience in 5 weeks. These artists, musicians, writers, and statesmen had incredible vision and aspiration. They had dreams and ideas. They had the talent and determination and passion to create and become something great, to make a positive impact on the world around them. And they didn't have a thing the students of 1998 don't have. All of them have aspiration and passion to create. Everyone has perceptions of themselves and the world that they want to share. They have creative ideas, dreams, and talents they want to express, whether it is through dance, art, theater, writing, or music. For some, there is nothing quite as exciting as having a great new storyline idea, or thinking of a creative design for an art piece, or having a script in hand for the first time and creating a character from the lines. For others, it is a piece of music or choreography. The power of creation is entirely up to them. That's why these students from Independence, Missouri made the decision to spend 5 weeks in the George Caleb Bingham Academy of the Arts, so they could learn to make ideas and talents into something extraordinary and accomplish their aspirations. Eton, the Art Student League in New York City, Stratford Grammar School, Prague Conservatory. These are a few of the places where the artists and creators first listed received their training. Yes, as unbelievable as it seems, all of the artists were at one time just drawing stick figures, practicing scales, or learning stage directions. They all went through education, they had to go to school, and probably many of them gave up other activities to focus on their training. Just like some of these current students had to give up summer camp, family vacations, trips to the lake, or sleeping in so that they could get this once-in-a-lifetime education in the George Caleb Bingham Academy of the Arts. The students experienced the sophistication of jazz, the history of the Negro Baseball League, and a taste of life on 18th and Vine in Kansas City. They hopped on planes and experienced the busy urban lifestyle of Washington, D.C. They had the opportunity to view some of the most famous and original art in the world at the National Gallery of Art. They visited Georgetown and saw the shops, observed the lifestyles, and some interesting personalities on the street corners. The Smithsonian offered endless opportunities to learn about people, places, culture, and history. The National Archives gave them the chance to view some of the most important documents in our country. At dusk, they visited some of the most inspirational monuments in our nation's capital. They saw the breathtaking architecture of the Washington National Cathedral. They experienced the brilliance of Shakespeare in Love's Labour's Lost. At Summerfest, they heard the work of Jean Belmont and Antonin Dvorak. They heard the swinging style of Fats Waller and Ain't Misbehavin'. They saw a luncheon performance of Camelot at the new theater in Overland Park. They received the instruction of professional artists like Felicia Landre and Dan Englander. The students from all disciplines had the opportunity to help write, create, and perform in a review. With students from Truman and William Chrisman High Schools working, studying, traveling, and performing together, the invisible barrier on 23rd Street came down this summer. In this, the second year of the Academy, a one-of-a-kind program in the nation, the number of students increased from 54 to 85. 19 students from 1997 returned for a second year. A fifth discipline, dance, was added, and the program was lengthened from 4 weeks to 5. A 3-day cultural trip this year replaced the 2-day trip in 1997.
Integration of the arts was a strong focus this year.
Give me an A! A, you got to A, you got to A! R, R, you got to R, you got to R! T, T, you got to T, you got to T! Give me an S! S, you got to S, you got to S! What does that spell?
I think the arts have been really integrated, especially with the review. I know that I've gotten the chance to work with a lot of music students and see what they're doing, and also the art students get to paint the sets, and creative writing students write it, and the theater students get to act it. I think that that's really brought all of the different disciplines together, and really have gotten them a chance to, given them a chance to see what everyone else is doing, before the ice cream social and before Washington even. I think that they really have been integrated, very well, because, being in dance, we're teaching the music students how to dance and the theater students how to dance, and even some of the creative writing students I know are in on the review. So I really think that they have been integrated very well this year.
It was clearly shown when the entire Academy flew to Washington, D.C. in 2 Southwest Airlines planes on June 26th for 3 days.
I think, well, I'd have to say probably what I've most enjoyed was Washington, D.C. I can't believe I never been there before. It was just really fun, all the monuments and things. And I got inspired actually to write a lot of poems while I was there. And I brought my journal along with me, and I wrote a lot while we were like on the plane and things.
Students from all disciplines spent an afternoon at the National Gallery of Art. They saw special exhibits, Caldermobiles, permanent displays of Da Vinci, Monet, Van Gogh, Manet, and many others. Georgetown was a cultural mix that evening. Students had dinner at a variety of restaurants, visited shops, and saw the area. The next morning took students to Smithsonian museums, Air and Space, American History, and especially the Museum of Natural History. They were greeted by a huge elephant, and later saw the Hope Diamond and other famous pieces of jewelry in the Gems and Minerals exhibit. Music, dance, drama, and art, through set design, were intermingled in the afternoon as students saw Showboat at the Kennedy Center. They were able to view displays and the building's architecture as well. A moonlight tour let the group see the nation's capital area with monuments and memorials illuminated at night. The Smithsonian, White House, Ford Theater, and even the Hard Rock Cafe were visited by many on June 28th. Each half of the Academy group saw the Washington National Cathedral, which took 90 years to build. The architecture and stained glass, along with the music, were impressive. The music and theater students had a little live art show while flying home, as their plane flew between two thunderstorms. A lightning display on both sides of the plane added some drama to what was the first round-trip flight for many. In preparation for their Ice Cream Social showcase of talent and their Broadway review, dance, music, and theater students performed on Fox TV Channel 4's morning show on July 8th. They danced to Johnny Be Good. Aaron Griffith served as a spokesman for the Academy. That evening, more than 350 family members, community residents, and friends came to the grounds of the Bingham Wagner Mansion to see the Academy's showcase of talent. Art and literary works were displayed, and performances were given by dance, music, and theater students.
Someday a time for us, time together with time to spend, time to learn, time to care. Someday, somewhere, we'll find a new way of living, we'll find a way of forgiving, somewhere.
Creative writing students also presented monologues. The last week of the Academy was a busy one. Hours of rehearsal and planning went into the Broadway review, Raft Through Time. Arts transcended time and place as the students presented 7 vignettes titled Kansas City, Oklahoma, St. Louis, New York, Big River, the 50s Sock Hop, and Crazy for You.
Got to say you do it blue, just as blue as I can do. Everything got hot like a room that's in the sea. For else he would come so from me. I got the same blues, just as blue as I can be. Everything got hot like a room that's in the sea. For else he would come so from me.
Music was performed by the Dixieland Band, the Academy Choir, the Woodwind Ensemble, String Ensemble, and all Academy students as they sang I Got Rhythm. Dancers also performed. Artists from history portrayed by theater students aided in the raft trip. They included Mark Twain, Emily Dickinson, Elvis Presley, Billie Holiday, George Caleb Bingham, Georgia O'Keeffe, Ginger Rogers, Marilyn Monroe, and Clark Gable. Following the student review, a Truman graduate and professional singer from Boston, Ken French, presented an hour of cabaret music for the Academy and audience.
'Twas a sumptuous gift to bequeath to a child. Oh, the lure of that song kept my feet running wild. For you never grow old, and you never stand still. Whip-poor-will singing beyond the next hill. So I
And 2 days later, the 5 weeks in fine arts fast forward was ending. Graduation at the Gem Theater in Kansas City culminated the program on July 17th. Zach Marriott and Erica Blevins were selected by their fellow students as speakers. The top 6 students in each discipline were named as Robert W. Watkins Scholars. Marilee Olson in creative writing, Sarah Orlovic in dance, Dave Jones in instrumental music, Shoshana Holland in theater, Amber Bolt in art, and Jessica Swanigan in vocal music.
Medallions and diplomas were presented to the 85 students who had learned and grown as artists and creators. But no artist sees, remembers, or interprets the summer's experience the same way. All the students saw the Washington Monument. What is the most vivid memory of it? Some may remember it as the group passed by it for the first time on the bus. Others remember the view of it from the hotel. Some may remember seeing it from the front lawn of the Capitol building with the sunset behind it. Others may recall it at dusk from the Franklin D. Roosevelt Memorial with lights shining on it. And still others may remember it more clearly from a distance at the Iwo Jima statue. Some might still see its perfect recreation in the reflection pool. All the students saw the same thing, but no one will remember it or interpret the experience in the same way. That is why it is each person's responsibility to utilize their dreams, ideas, talents, and skills to create their art. Martin Ritt said, "I don't have a lot of respect for talent. Talent is genetic. It's what you do with it that counts." Now comes the most fun and crucial part, the creation. Remember that first list of creators? Van Gogh, Lincoln, Monet, and Bingham. There is another list. It has 85 names on it. It's the list of Academy students from 1998 who can take the responsibility to share their individual talents and insights and skills. It is a list of people who have the opportunity to let others see the world in a new, unique way. And we hope it is a list of artists who will use their creative talents, in whatever form, to help create a better world.
listen to a song, oh listen to a jubilant song.